Welcome back, everyone, to another deep dive into Course in Miracles. We're tackling Lesson 52 today.
Yeah.
And this one, it really got me thinking. It's about the power of making decisions, which, on the surface sounds kind of simple.
Right.
But I have a feeling this one's going to be a doozy.
It is. There's a lot there.
Yeah.
And it ties in beautifully with the last lesson. We were talking about the atonement
Right.
and accepting that. And I think a lot of people get tripped up with that idea of accepting the atonement. Yeah, because it feels like, well, am I accepting that I'm bad or something?
Yeah.
But actually, it's much more nuanced than that. It's the recognition that we are all innocent in the eyes of God.
Okay.
And, when we can really get that understanding, then this idea of the power of decision-making really takes on a whole new meaning.
Yeah, like how so?
Well, so Lesson 52 says, the power of decision is my own.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a declaration of personal agency,
Okay.
but within this spiritual framework, right?
Yeah.
So it's not just about, I can choose what to have for breakfast
Right.
or what to wear. It's much deeper than that.
Oh, right. Yeah. I get that.
It's about recognizing that we have this inherent power to choose our thoughts, our perceptions, and ultimately our experience.
So it's almost like we're not just reacting to the world around us.
Exactly.
We actually have a say in how we experience it.
Yeah.
That's a powerful idea.
It is.
I mean, for anyone who's ever felt stuck or, like they're just a victim of circumstances.
Yes, it's huge.
It is. And I think that's where a lot of people can really connect with this lesson.
Because who hasn't felt that way at some point, right?
Totally.
Like things are just happening to me and I have no control over it.
Yeah, exactly.
But the Course is saying, no, that's not the whole story. You actually have more power than you realize.
Okay, so how does all this tie into like the bigger picture
Good question.
of Course in Miracles?
Well, one of the core teachings of the Courses is about forgiveness and understanding. Right?
And shifting from fear to love.
Fear versus love, that's something you hear a lot.
Yeah.
In spiritual teachings. Can you maybe break that down a little bit?
Sure. So the way the Course defines fear is basically seeing yourself as separate, limited, and at the mercy of external forces.
Oh.
Right? So it's kind of that victim mentality.
I see.
Whereas love is the recognition of our interconnectedness,
Yeah.
our shared spiritual nature.
So in a sense, it's like choosing to see things from a more unified perspective.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, okay.
And that's where the power of decision comes in.
Yeah.
Because in every moment we have a choice to react from a place of fear or a place of love.
Okay, I'm starting to see how all this fits together.
Yeah.
But I have to admit, it can feel a little daunting to think about
Yeah.
making every decision from this place of love.
That's right.
I mean, like, how do you even begin to apply this in your everyday life?
Well, the Course suggests starting with mindfulness.
Mindfulness, okay. But again, in the context of the Course, it's not just about, emptying your mind or focusing on your breath. It's about paying attention to your thoughts and asking yourself, is this thought rooted in fear or love?
Okay.
Is it based on separation or connection?
Wow. Yeah. That's a really powerful question
It is.
to ask yourself.
It is. And you can do that at any point during the day. When you're feeling stressed
Yeah.
or anxious or even just going about your daily routine.
So it's about bringing that awareness
Exactly.
to your thoughts and choices.
Yes.
Okay, so mindfulness is a good starting point. Are there any other exercises from the Course that you'd recommend?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
The Course talks a lot about setting an intention
Hmm.
at the beginning of the day.
Oh, yeah.
So before you even get out of bed,
Uh-huh.
take a moment to affirm your willingness to choose love today.
I like that.
It doesn't have to be anything fancy.
Okay.
Just a simple phrase like, today I choose to see with loving eyes
Yeah.
can make a huge difference.
And that's something you can keep coming back to throughout the day
Exactly.
if you find yourself getting caught up in those fear-based thoughts.
Right.
Okay, what about at the end of the day? Does the Course suggest anything
Yeah.
for like wrapping things up?
It does. It suggests taking a few minutes before bed to review your day.
Okay.
Think about the choices you made.
Yeah.
And just ask yourself, where did I choose fear? Where did I choose love? And again, it's not about judging yourself. It's just about observing.
Oh, I see. So it's almost like a way to become more aware of your patterns,
Exactly.
those unconscious habits, those
Yeah.
default reactions
Yeah.
that we all have.
Right.
I think that's a great idea
It is.
because, we often go through life on autopilot
Yeah.
without really paying attention to
Yeah.
how we're making decisions.
Right. And this practice of reviewing your day can really help you to kind of shine a light on those unconscious choices.
Yeah, like that.
And then you can start to make more conscious decisions
Nice.
moving forward.
So ultimately what I'm hearing is that lesson 52 is really about empowering us to remember that we have this power of decision, this ability to choose love, even in the midst of challenges.
Yes.
And that can fundamentally change how we experience life.
It can. It absolutely can.
Wow.
And you know, the beautiful thing is that every moment presents a new opportunity to decide. To choose again. Wow. So it's never too late to shift our perspective and choose love.
Exactly.
That's really encouraging.
It is.
Thank you for joining us for this deep dive into Lesson 52 from A Course in Miracles.
My pleasure.
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.